Back in my early middle school days, the latest cool thing to pass the time during break was hacky sacks and cards. Until one day, someone had brought their phone, filled to the brim with games.
Raid.
Before you say anything about mobile games, you gotta remember this was around the time of the golden era of mobile games. When YouTube still looked like this, monetization wasn't the main selling point for phone games, and wasn't plagued by stupid energy meters. I'm talking about classic games like Doodle Jump, Hill Climb, Stair Dismount, Temple Run, Gravity Guy, and obscure stuff like Blockheads, Punch Hero, and lots more. Of course, I only watched them play, but it was still a great time. There was one game in particular that stood out to me that I still remember fondly to this day. If you read the title, then you could probably guess that that game is called Zombieville USA. Zombieville USA was a simple zombie shoot-'em-up inspired by old-school arcade games. It wasn't some super innovative game, but the game was still pretty darn fun. Zombieville USA was released on February 15, 2009 by Mika Mobile, who were notable at the time for a game called OMG Pirates. You play as the lone survivor in an apocalyptic town aptly named Zombieville, and your only objective is to make it as far as you can. Before jumping straight into the game, it's best to go into options first, as there you can select your difficulty and amount of lives you want. The game offers 3 difficulties: easy, medium, and insane. The higher the difficulty, the scarcer loot gets, and the fiercer the zombies become. Controls are fairly simple: arrow keys to move left or right, red button for your ranged weapon, and green for your melee. Throughout a level, you'll come across houses that you can loot for ammo and cash. Cash can then be used to buy and upgrade weapons, or replenish ammo at the weapons depot, found at the end of each level. If you're lucky, you might spot a car and you can basically skip the entire level. Progress is saved by how far you went, and allows you to restart at levels you've already completed, in intervals of 5. There are 7 different weapon types to use, all of which have 3 tiers: pistols, shotguns, machine guns, explosives, special weapons, melee weapons, and the medkit. All upgrades increase damage, with melee weapons receiving higher knockback and special weapons gaining additional range. Weapons also have to be bought in order to unlock the next type. An interesting aspect of the game is its cast of zombie slayers. Each of them have their own unique abilities and weaknesses to change up the gameplay. Apart from the survivor, who's supposed to be the generic class, so no additional boosts and no drawbacks either. The doctor can heal after looting a house, but can't get critical hits with his melee weapons. The ninja on the other hand has the best melee capabilities, being both the strongest and fastest out of the group, and he can run, so he gets less cash. The SWAT has increased damage for all bullet-related weapons, making him a force to be reckoned with, but his melee attacks are absolutely pathetic. Good luck killing any zombies with that. Next up is John Gore from this game. He can find lots of ammo in houses, however, he dies very quickly. The clown differs from John, as he dies very quickly, but instead of bullets, the clown can find cash easily. Last but not least is the foreman, who can clean house with explosives and a chainsaw, however with the trade-off of being stuck with only the chainsaw as his special weapon. Overall, the game is really fun to play, and being able to play it on the go was great. From trying to get the highest score to simply just passing the time, this game was pretty well made for a mobile title. Its simple art style also helped it stay somewhat relevant than other old games that took a more realistic approach, and its arcade-like gameplay increases its replayability. However, it does get repetitive at times, and after you've used all the characters once, you'll feel like you've done it all. However, there are 2 challenges you can do that show how flexible the game is. Now you might be thinking to yourself that insane mode is just the zombies are stronger than usual, and that's true, but there's more to it than that. Ever wonder how far the game can go? Well, there is an actual end level, and it's at level 99. Once you reach there, it just loops over and over. Apparently in older builds of the game, the developers thought that no one could reach there since it was a lot harder back then. No vehicles, no melee weapons, and only 1 difficulty. Now, the thing is that it's very possible to get to level 99 on all difficulties except for Insane, and here's why. On Insane, ammo and cash is low, and the zombies are everywhere, and continue to get stronger after each level with no max cap. So yeah, you could say this level can get pretty insane. In fact, there is only one character who can theoretically get there. A friend of mine has reached level 99 on medium before, and has stated that the 4-man is the best character for the job, and here's why. While the 4-man can get the laser gun, which is the strongest weapon, it is not enough to make it on insane. However, the 4-man with maxed out rocket launcher can continuously 1 to 2 shot zombies at higher levels. Everybody else is too slow, too weak, or has nothing to help back them up. So, if you ever start playing the game and get to the point of wanting more, try reaching level 99. And if you want a real challenge, try it on Insane. Now, if you're still looking for more out of Zombieville, then you're in luck. I discovered a great way to play the game. Speedrunning, of course. With the game being simple and easily accessible, the game is pretty fun to speedrun. As of the making of this video, there is only like 2 attempts of speedrunning the game from levels 1 to 10. And since the game is pretty old, there are some interesting mechanics you can use, like the door hopping trick where you can enter a house without being on the door, which can save some frames by moving you a few inches quickly, and also sidestepping zombies that you would have had to take some time to kill. But there is a lot of potential for more categories, like with other characters, without vehicles, and more. However, the biggest issue is RNG. Levels, car placements, and zombies are randomized, so if you can ignore that, then it's still a fun time to try. Zombieville USA tries its best to capture that old arcade style feel quite well. It has the same elements without the frustrations of coin-opted pay per play. Now, the reason I decided to review this dusty old game is because, to my surprise, it still has a somewhat active following. A while ago, I decided to try and re-download the game just for fun, and was surprised to see people still leaving reviews and more to this day. It goes to show how Zombieville's simple but fun gameplay still holds up. Sure, it's not the fanciest in terms of graphics, nor is it innovative in gameplay, but sometimes just being fun to play is all a game needs to be. Thanks for watching, and for everybody who got this far. I hope you enjoyed this video. This took pretty long to make as I'm not the best at managing my stuff, but regardless, it was fun to make. I highly suggest you do go check out the game. I'm still experimenting a bit with how I do my videos, so it might be different from time to time. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.